Today is the big day. I'm so excited. I even put on lip gloss. Today is November the 1st, 2018, and I am releasing my Evertote Holiday 2018 collection today at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This video will go live at 5 o'clock. The listings will be live on Etsy at 5 o'clock, www.evertote.com. I picked today because this was the day that the Starbucks holiday cups were supposed to come out. And I went to Starbucks this morning and I waited in line and I was so excited. And they handed me my coffee. No holiday cup. But I made up for it and I had them put an extra shot of espresso in there. So it's all good. I'm still happy, and when I asked, he said that the Starbucks holiday cups were coming out tomorrow. So just a day late, but that's okay. It's all good. So I thought I would tell you a little story about the collection, because if it involves me, it usually involves a story. So starting at the beginning, a few months back, a few different fabrics were selected. And then I started fiddling around with a few embroidery stitches on my sewing machine. While I was planning the bag in my mind, I started wondering what kind of a pattern would look nice with this bag. And Rachel from Leah Patterns had messaged me about sending me a free pattern to enjoy and check out her shop. And when I did check out our shop, I immediately thought, I bet that Rachel could design something that would look amazing with this fabric. So we spoke back and forth, and she designed the following pattern. Then I got in touch with my friend Miss Patty and I asked if she would be able to stitch a model of the design for me to have to show you. And I'll show you that in a few minutes. Once I knew the model was underway being stitched, I got to work sourcing out little extras that I could tuck into the kit, things that I would love to receive if I was choosing myself a Christmas present. So I went and I selected the perfect progress keeper or zipper pull for the bag. And then I knew I wanted to include some magnets for your needle in the kit as well. So I went onto Etsy and I selected some wooden buttons that I found in the UK. And they are just the most perfect vintage Christmassy buttons that I could find. And I ordered them back at the beginning of October. Long story short, I started to panic close to the end of October when they still hadn't arrived, and the gentleman told me that he had mistakenly shipped them the wrong way and they might not arrive until way too late. So I went back online and I found another seller down in Florida, and she had the most perfect buttons, wooden buttons, and so I ordered some from her. Wouldn't you know it, the very next day, the buttons from the seller in the UK arrived in my mailbox, and the day after that, the buttons from the woman in Florida arrived in my mailbox as well. They are all so perfect, I couldn't choose between them. So in the kit, you will be getting a selection of 2 wooden needle minders. One of them will be the retro Christmas style, and the other one will be either the tree or the Fair Isle stocking. Once I had the needle minders sorted out, I knew that I needed to start my own stitched sample of the design so that I would have something different from what Miss Patty was working on to share with you how you could make the pattern unique to suit your style of stitching, whether you're an ornament stitcher, something small that you want for your house in a smalls bowl or an ornament on your tree, or something that you'd like to turn into a larger scale pillow design. So I started mine on 32 count dirty linen, stitching it 1 thread over 1. So this is a 32 count linen 1 over 1. It's tiny. So I'm going to insert a picture here with a quarter beside my work to show you the scale of my design. And as you can see, I haven't gotten very far, but I think you can see that the trees are awfully cute. And then yesterday, Miss Patty arrived at my house with her sample in a bag for me. And the bag was a lot larger than I was expecting. So when I pulled out the model that she made for me, I couldn't believe my eyes. So I'm going to show you a picture first here. And now I'm going to show you in real life what this pillow looks like. Are you ready? It's huge. It's huge. It's massive. This is a 14 count Aida, 6 strands of DMC that Patty used. So it's 14 count Aida, and she did it over 2. So think about 4 Aida boxes, and she stitched her design over those 4 boxes to make a jumbo sized pattern. Now you'll notice that the inside of the heart here she has filled in with white thread. On the pattern, this is charted as being empty, and I love this idea because I think that you can turn this into whatever you want. It's a perfect place to put initials or your name or 2018 if you're making it a small ornament. It's really wide open. You can make it your own. I love it. And Patty gifted me this pillow. So not only did she finish the pillow herself and stuff it beautifully, she chose a coordinating mitten pattern to go on the back. So the pattern that comes with the kit, so Leia Patterns mitten pattern, is coming as a printed pattern along with your kit. Rachel has also agreed that if you would like a PDF version of the pattern, I am allowed to send you that if you have purchased the kit. So if you would like a PDF copy of the pattern, send me an email to caroline@evertote.com and I will forward you a copy of that pattern as a PDF file right away. Okay, so we've talked about the needle minders, the zipper pull, the pattern, the awesomeness of the fabric, and the awesomeness of the snowflake pattern that I was working on to put on the twill. So I think it's time to show you the bags. I have 2 different styles of bags that I've made for this kit, and I will be selling it 3 different ways. The first kit will be the large flat cross-stitch tote, and it looks like this. So this is a large flat bag. It fits an 11-inch square Q-snap, and you can fit multiple projects in here. Probably 1 Q-snap or multiple pieces of fabric if you don't keep them on the Q-snap themselves. And the lining is the gingham. The red gingham is the lining. No exposed seams. Neat and tidy. And then with that comes the matching gingham notions pouch. So this is the large flat bag, and then the other style of bag is the wedge tote, which is absolutely perfect for ornament stitchers or knitters. And so the wedge tote looks like this. As you can see, the same gingham lining, and it will also come with that matching notions pouch. I'm just going to show you that detail close up of my little snowflake. I stitched this with my sewing machine individually on every single panel of twill that I had cut and seamed for this bag. Every single one. I did them all myself. I sewed every single bag myself. If you buy a kit from me, you're buying a kit that I sewed with my own 2 little hands. It has been so much work, and I have had so much fun. I have just had the best time. The holidays are my favorite time of the year, and being able to start a little early this year and dream about how I would put this kit together has been probably the most fun I've ever had. I had a lot of fun in the summer putting the summer kit together, and this has rivaled that for sure. So I hope you love it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting my shop, and happy holidays. There was one thing I forgot to mention. I had said that the kit would be sold 3 different ways, and I mentioned 2 of those ways, but not the 3rd way. I have also listed in the shop a version of the holiday bag that is more geared towards knitters. So the pattern and the needle minders will not be included in that set. I'm listing 10 of those, and if they sell out quickly, I might be able to make a few more, but my preferred way to sell this kit is as the entire kit. And if you're a knitter who has not tried cross stitch yet, let me tell you, this is a perfect pattern for you to start. And I'm happy to help you learn how to cross stitch if that is your desire to do it. It's a ton of fun, and I think that you'd really love this pattern. So enjoy, and again, that's it for me today. Happy stitching and happy holidays.